Hello everyone, welcome to the Advancement Centre and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. And today we're going to take you a little further than we've taken you ever before, way past the world of magic and miracles. It sounds like that's an impossibility because the world of magic and miracles has seemed to be the ultimate for us all. And we're just getting used to the fact that it's actually here. But in fact, that's part of your world, and it was part of you when you came here. And each one of you have come here to go past where you were before, to go past the brilliance that you brought into the world. And so it's only logical that the most illogical thing you can do is go past that again. The feeling of comfort that came to everyone as they lifted themselves onto the elevated platform of living, and then above that again and into the world of magic and miracles, where it seemed like it was endless, and that you were just starting to get used to the fact that you had some powers that you'd never used before. So now is the correct time to inform you that that's where you have always been. That's where you came from. That's how you are. That's why children love magic, and they can do anything you like. And they can go anywhere with any fairy tale or any story. So now it's a perfect time to actually take everyone to somewhere beyond, not even familiarity, but beyond what you know, so that you can enhance yourself, everyone around you, and everything in the universe. There's something specific behind what I'm saying. Each person has an authority that they've never used unless they've been forced to. That authority actually controls most of the things in the universe, but it doesn't control the interaction with the physical world. But that authority allows the interface with the physical world to change. How many times has someone had a great idea and you've just said to yourself, no, that won't work, and it never gets off the ground? And you didn't go into figuring anything out, you just knew. That authority is extensive, and it's not in your mind. It's not even part of the magic. It's an authority in the universe that has the respect and honor of all the galactic councils and the Council of Galaxies, so that every part of you is honored and respected immediately. And each one of you know the extent of that authority and the respect and the interaction throughout the galaxies. We're now taking you past the magic and miracles to where everything actually happens, to where the interaction between all the galaxies, all the worlds, all the people, holds a respect for your personal authority. The one that always works, that always knows exactly the right thing to do. And how many times have you agreed with someone, that's a good idea, and immediately it gets into action? How does that happen? and it never fails, because your authority is a stamp, a signature that's known and respected through the highest of all authorities in the universe. And they place themselves in a position where their respect takes you higher than they are. They've been put there to hold that respect and that honour for the beings of the universe. And it's all around that signature of authority, that signature that you know, the one where you can put your hand up and plug your cord into and say, that's me. And that signature is based on honour and respect beyond anything that we've ever experienced in this world. There is no variation. There is no thought, well, maybe I can do it different. There is only the authority that you have as the creator of your world, which is endless. So now the magic and miracles is the entertainment. It's the flow that you stay on top of and you stay above, because that flow creates a field. Even though it's a field of flows, there is another field developed around the magic and miracles that will hold you in a point of power by the slightest amount of input from that endless power called authority. And it needs that slight field, that slight separation, to allow the interface with the world to do exactly what it's supposed to do. This is not just harmony. This is not just perfection. It is beyond both of them. And for you to stand and just feel that there's more starts to create that field that I'm talking about, the one that influences everything. And it's created by that separation and by the fact that you've elevated yourself above everything you've known. In going into this field, you will know straight away that you have to keep going, that you have to stay above it, and that you have to float on it just like the magic carpet. We have a feel of what it's like to actually use the magic carpet, but go above the magic carpet so that you are controlling it, but you're not telling it what to do, to where everything is in balance, and to where the honor and respect that you have for your own being is enhanced by everyone. This is a special time. We've moved so far and so fast that it's sometimes necessary to allow the interface to work. And so we need to have two paths, one that's a little slower than the other, one that allows us to relax and one that's going really fast. And that's a skill that we practice when we're children, to rub your tummy and pat your head, and vice versa. That dual path of skills gives you depth and stability. But in the place beyond all worlds, where we have freedom beyond belief, we also have honour and respect beyond belief. There is no real need for words, but without the words and the little bit of delay, the interface into the physical world seems to disappear. And I only say seems, because it's always there. The trouble is, it only comes at the most unusual times. We're now on a path where everything that we ever need, every miracle, every action, and everything that we didn't think we needed is there all the time, instantly, and sometimes before we need it. So as we look at one another, we see a whole different aspect. We see the elevated beings that we understand when we see them on the ships. We feel the interaction of that respect and the ability for us to share our fields and bring a smile to one another's face without moving, without intending. But as such, we become the elegant being that everybody knows, and not the picture that we present in the world. In taking you to where I'm talking about, there is no control. There is no sense of anything, but there is a great sense of understanding. In the depths of your inner being, you know this is true. And it won't be long before every part of you and every part of everyone else will reflect the true image of one another at a level that will take everybody's breath. To go further seems impossible again, but I can assure you it's not. When the Council of Galaxies contact you directly through means that you had no idea of before, you will simply nod your head with great respect and honour. And don't be surprised if you can't keep the tears from your eyes. What we called love is so small compared to the love that comes from these beings. And you will want to match that standard. And then you will want to go past it. To impress them, to impress you. And everything we do in the world right now will seem so small that we will not focus on what we focus on today. We will focus on the bigger things on the excellence that we bring into this world. And we will start to talk about how the entity called the world is so alive and vibrant because of us that we have succeeded in elevating it in its own universe. The part of us that belongs to the earth has allowed the earth itself to change its frequency, to change its nature, and to move in the fields that support it in the universe. It won't be long before the scientists confirm what I'm saying. And that we have moved physically in the layout of the universe. The Galactic Council has been very careful in its communication with the people of the Earth because of the respect and the fact that each person is in control of their own world. Any movement to make you think that they are in control would be devastating to their nature. But they still stand in an advisory capacity, and they still stand as the image of who you are and who you will be as soon as you realize you can go beyond magic and miracles. And what is to come won't even worry you, because you'll be bringing it in so fast that you won't know how to stop it. The enjoyment of every moment will surpass the group of moments that you call an experience. So the times that seem to be closed right now will open to an immense world that is much, much bigger than the times that seem to be open. In moving past everything, you will find your interface with the world to be quite different. And it will allow you to celebrate. And it will bring lightness into your life and a freedom that you've never experienced before. So as you settle into the world of magic and miracles, realize that you've just dropped. And get yourself way back out of there so that the field can actually feel the magic. Because the magic needs space for the miracles to perform. And they perform because of you and because you are able to stand above them all. As the brilliant, majestic being that has never let anybody down under any circumstances. So when we come back into the everyday field, you can laugh because you're still in the other one. You've managed to split your actions and play both games and enjoy them both. You will start to speak differently because of your elevated nature, and you will have no qualms about the other beings of the universe, the other actions that take place every day. And with great joy, you will progress beyond anything you've ever imagined. I've got the friendly flyback again. And that's that sense of interference that you get from the physical world. It wants your attention. The creatures want your attention. And it's okay, because they're important as well. And even though they might seem to be a nuisance, they're all there for that purpose of you rising above your reactionary self and running as a universal being with a parallel life in the physical world. It allows you to know that it's okay to feel good. It's okay to celebrate. It's okay to demonstrate your joy. And you don't need a reason, because you are the authority. And once your authority is put in place, it's maintained forever. So when your body gets out of sorts, go straight above it, back to where you came from, and stretch back down through that interface to allow the universe to put everything back in order. It's already been put in place, and you are the authority. But like I've said once before, if you don't go back to the source of where that authority is, it means nothing. You need your signature, just like you need to hold the flashlight if you need the beam to move. It's no use trying to grab at the beam. So you've discovered the real origin of yourself, that continually changes but is seen and respected every moment throughout the universe by those who are put there as the representatives of all of us in all the various councils, right up to the Council of Galaxies. And it's not important who the members are. It's important to feel their respect, hear their messages, and know that they're for you. In the next few days, you will notice that the atmosphere seems to change. It seems like we are being shrouded, such that some of the forces that have been put out into the outer atmosphere are being cancelled, so that the disturbances that come to us don't actually get here. This is the work of the Council of Galaxies. And be sure, it works. Know that there is nothing that will get through the energy fields that are being placed around us to keep us in that special state where we can access our own being. It's with great honour and respect that the Council allows me to speak their words. You are safe. You are free. And your life will be as perfect as you want to make it. This is our message through the authority of each one of you. And today is the start of an understanding and an agreement that has been met by all the universe, every galaxy, and every individual member of influential societies in every world, including yours. So we now have a future where we all interact, and we will come back regularly to assist you in getting used to the fact that you exist way beyond where you did before. It's an easy time. It's an exciting time. But it will get easier and more exciting as you all start to interact through the fields that are beyond magic and miracles. Thank you, everyone. And it's time now to have that perfect life, perfect health, and more than a magic future. Thank you all.